This is Mercy High School in San Francisco. It's a private Catholic all girls high school, which after 68 years is closing, like forever, apparently. Not due to the coronavirus, other circumstances, but this is my alma mater. I went there from 2010 to 2014, so it has been a couple years since I've seen inside these rooms. Some of these rooms, it's been a whole decade. So we're starting off by entering through the back, through the cafeteria, which is how I would have entered coming to school. It is still dark because I would get to school pretty early because I had to beat those San Francisco State kids for parking. And here's the cafeteria to the best of my memory. I did have a couple pictures I looked at to remember what color the walls were, but yeah, this is kind of it. It should be wider. A lot of these rooms should be bigger than they are, but given the space restrictions, this is the biggest lot in the game. I had to size down. That table right there, that one at the weird angle, that's the one where my friends and I would sit every day. I don't know why, we just picked the one weird table. Now here's the office, a room I did not go in often because I was never late for class and I was a rule follower and never got in trouble. So I don't know, that's all I remember about that. This is like the counselor's office, and there was like a little sitting area like outside of the counselor's offices. Again, I think I only talked to my counselor once. I had Miss Chandler uh to talk about like college, and they were like, you need to apply for 3 colleges, and I'm like, I know which one I'm going to, and I'm gonna get in, and I did. And then the other 2, it was just a waste of time and money for me to apply to them. But you know, cover your bases. College prep school, gotta apply to them colleges. um and then so this is the bathroom on the first floor across from the cafeteria. And when I think of this bathroom, the first thing that comes to mind is it was either my freshman or sophomore year. A couple girls got into a fight in the bathroom and somehow ended up throwing a cup of clam chowder on each other. I don't know why. I don't know what the argument was. I didn't even know these girls. Oh, peep the elevator. There is no basement. I didn't make a basement. Sorry, I was never down there. I have literally no idea what it looked like, but I know it existed. Here we have the chemistry lab on the first floor. I had Miss Oliver, although I believe she got married, and I don't remember if Oliver was her maiden name or her married name, but either way, that was who taught chemistry. I took it as a sophomore. There was a bunch of juniors in the class. I was very intimidated by them because I didn't know any of them, so I just sat there quietly and did my work. Very common theme was just me sitting quietly in class doing my work. Now, across from here, we have the teacher's lounge. I believe I was only in here once. I don't remember why I was in there. I think it might have had something to do with like tech week, and there is a picture of me somewhere like sitting or standing on one of the tables. There's also a picture of me somewhere hanging out of my friend's locker that's right across from the teacher's lounge because she was in Turkey and I wanted to like go through Narnia to Turkey to say hi to her. This is the music room. There should be bleachers in here. I'm pretty sure Dolce practiced in there, and I know some days when we couldn't get the theater for music rehearsal for musicals, we'd practice in there. Actually, no, we would practice in Risk. That's a lie. We would practice music in Risk, and then there were bleachers in there, and then that piano's supposed to be a flat back, but the game doesn't have that, and like, you know, those chairs are supposed to be bleachers. Oh, look, stairs. Now we're gonna go up to the second floor. So it's just so weird for me because like I haven't been inside of this school in a long time, but like it looks right. I don't know if it looks right to anyone other than me, but to me it looks right. Here's the library. Now the library I know is wrong because again size restrictions, but I remember there was like shorter bookshelves on this side with like magazines and like comic books and stuff, and then there's a bunch of tables. I would always sit in here in my free period to do my math homework because for some reason I never did homework at home. I always did my homework at my free periods or like before or during rehearsal. I don't remember ever doing like homework at home other than maybe an essay. This is Mr. Body's classroom. I had him, I think, freshman and sophomore year for English. I remember reading Frankenstein in that class, and then I went out and bought the book because I really liked it. And then this is Bodenheimer's class. I had him for film my senior year. But I think it was one of those classes that only met like once. Well, no, it wouldn't have been once a week because of the schedule. I don't know. I don't really remember the classroom that well because I had him for one semester. And then here is Dearborn. I had her for AP Lang. I remember studying Obama's speech, and I stood at the front of the classroom and gave a presentation on the FCC, where I used the Family Guy song Freakin' FCC in that presentation. I'm still very proud of that to this day. Here we have Miss Mack's classroom. I took theater every semester. I did every play, every musical. I directed two one acts, and I was in one. I was very involved in theater, so I put all the little theater stuff in her room. And according to my friend, there was a door that led out onto the roof from her classroom. I have no memory of this door. I don't know. I don't know. I believe her that it exists. I can't remember it. Then this is Miss Wong. I had her for speech. So I put the speech podiums in there. I don't think there was actually podiums in the classroom. I wrote a 12-page speech on Doctor Who for that class. So, yeah, that happened. This, I believe, is supposed to be Miss Miner's classroom, but I never had her. I have no idea what the classroom looked like. This is just a guess because my friend told me that classroom was there. Also, Kerrigan and Ovara's, their classrooms are missing. Never had them, ran out of room. I'm so sorry. This is Petrini. I had her for history and AP Gov. Completely bombed the AP Gov test because we just watched movies in that class, but it was a great class and I did like it. This is supposed to be Madame's class. I took Spanish. I think I only peeked in the classroom once. I vaguely remember there being tables instead of desks. So that's why that is. I don't know if that's correct. I didn't even ask, even though all my friends took French, and I probably could have asked them what the classroom looked like. This is Miss Chastain's room. Now, her and Miss Wong were not there at the same time, and they both did speech, but this is what I remember. I remember this was Miss Chastain's classroom here. I had her for honors history freshman year, where she tried to recruit me to speech because when my mom went to Mercy, my mom was heavy into speech, and she taught my mom. This was Proface rooms my freshman year, and then Miss Keck my sophomore year. Don't remember who got the room after. It was a Spanish class. And then junior year, I had Senor. He had tables. For some reason, I remember his classroom being kind of dark. I think maybe the shades were always closed. This is also the only class that I ever cheated on. And it was not even anything bad. It was just I couldn't remember one conjugation. So I wrote it on a little piece of paper and just, I had that. I don't know, it wouldn't stick in my head. Now we're going up to the third. There was a chapel on the third floor that I think I went in twice. Once for a music rehearsal for Beauty and the Beast when we couldn't get our normal practice room, and then again for Schroeder's class. I don't remember what we did in there, but I remember I got bored and I started reading, I think, Genesis, because there was like Bibles under our seats. We were doing like arts and crafts in there or something. I don't know. Now we have Miss B's room. I had her for Algebra 1, Algebra 2, stats and problem solving. I absolutely loved problem solving, and taking stats helped me so much in college because I took stats again in college. And like the first half of that class was just everything I had already learned. So thank you, college prep. Actually prepped me for college. There was a viewing room. Again, I was in here maybe once or twice. I think we watched Star Trek in there before we did The Tempest because we sent The Tempest in space. And that's all I remember ever being in that room for. Maybe with Bodenheimer. I don't remember. Whose classroom is this? Oh, this is Miss Des. This is Miss Des. Fun fact, she actually went to the same church as me in my hometown. And that's, I don't know who that fact is fun for, but it was fun for me. And then somebody said there was like an ASB room on the third floor next to the viewing room. I do not know. I was not involved in student government of any sort. All I did was go to school and then do theater. I don't know. So this room, I was told it existed. I don't know what it looks like. So there that is. Who's this? Oh, this is Miss Howitt. Now I'm sure there was definitely like a closet in the back of the room and there's like shelves and stuff, but it's very fuzzy. I took bio freshman year. I don't remember. And that's all I got to say about that. Yeah, so yeah, Kerrigan, not there. And then this is Matheson. I think there both. I don't remember, but I had anatomy in here. And I loved that class, physio and anatomy. Absolutely loved that class. I remember almost falling asleep in it once. It was the only time I ever fell asleep in class because we went to Ashland, Oregon and got back at 2 in the morning and then I had to get up at 6 for school and I almost knocked out in that class. This is Schroeder for scriptures. God, I remember there being pictures on the wall, but there's no like, I don't know. I tried. And then this is Mrs. Q. I stuttered, Miss Q. I think there were shelves in the back. And I just remember it being like a cozy classroom. Ignore the gnomes on the floor. The game just spawned them there. I did not put them there, and I just noticed them now. And then who's this? Wait, who is this? What room is... Oh, Dr. Maxwell! I freshman year religion class in here. This was the hottest room in the school. I swear to God, I was sweating every day. Hated it. So hot in there. Also, for anyone who may not have gone to Mercy, that religion class was where we did our sexuality unit, where we learned about like health. Also, this is the computer lab. And we all got assigned stuff. I thankfully did not get assigned a presentation on STDs. I got to do one on the glass ceiling, which I'm very grateful for because I would not have done well seeing all those pictures. And now we're heading up to the 4th floor, which I don't know. I feel like people went up there. Was that a thing? I know there were art classrooms up there. So there was an art room on the 4th floor. I forgot this room existed, woke up at like 2 a.m. and was like, oh my God, there was an art room up there, which I took a class in. Like, why would I not remember the art room being up there? But yeah, here it is. I got away with doing whatever I wanted because I told the teacher inspiration struck and this was my idea and she just told me to go with it. So I just did whatever I wanted. And then there were like little art studios. The nuns' rooms on the 4th floor were converted into these little art studios. I think I peeked inside one of my friends once. Vague memories. And then all of these rooms on the left are all art studios if you want to download this build to see them. They're all like decked out. Oh no, I forgot to tour it. There is a pool on the 4th floor. Also, a computer lab. Don't really remember being there. Again, I was told it was there. But there is a room on this 4th floor with a swimming pool in it. It is a kiddie pool just inside a nun's old room, but it is there. There is a pool on the 4th floor. There you go. This is the bathroom. I never went in it. I was told that there were pink bathtubs and that they're haunted, so I never went in. I assume they did laundry. That would be where they did it. And so here's the pink bathtub. There you go. The pink bathroom for the nuns. Again, never went in here. No idea. I was told it was long and narrow and pink. I'm trying to remember when nuns stopped living at Mercy, and I don't know. I have no idea. But this is the dining room, where I think they would have like events and stuff in here sometimes, but the only time I was in here was to film a project for Bodenheimer's class. And it was like some like noir, like detective kind of thing we filmed in here. And also in here, somebody got murdered in the kitchen. Again, I was only in this room once, so I don't know how accurate this is. This is just my memory, but I remember there being like a table in the middle, I think. And then that door in the back, there's like a trash chute or something. I don't know. I made it up. God, that floor is terrible. I don't remember what the floor looked like. Also, the wall colors. I had to look at pictures to remember what color the walls were in this school. And then this is the Holocaust room. I heard that it got like dismantled or disbanded or something. I don't know, but I was not, again, I did not go in this room very often, did not come on the 4th floor very often, but I remember there was a desk on that side and there was like shelves of books. Now we're going to go downstairs and I'm going to spare you me walking down all these stairs. Oh look, we're at the front of the school. Welcome to the front of the school. If you're coming off 19th, you come down the steps, this is kind of what you see. The theater on the right, wrist on the left, the car's right there. Like that weird like little flagpole with the crisscrossy diagonal stuff. I know that the front, this part here, is not quite right, but I was struggling real hard trying to get everything to like fit inside and to make it look okay. So yeah, the front entrance is a little less grand than it is in real life. Go on, go in. Oh wow, hello. I don't know if there's this many trophy cases. I don't think there is, but I didn't want to leave like a weird empty hallway. And then this room over here to the right. I was in here once. I had asked a friend of mine to go to winter formal with me junior year because it was masquerade themed. I was not a big dance goer, but it was masquerade themed, and gosh darn it if I wasn't going to go and wear a mask. But he arrived later than me and they made me wait in this room because they wouldn't let him in without me. So that's why I know what that room looks like. And then here's the art wing. Woo! Sorry if that was loud. But yeah, you know, students' art all on the walls, super dope. I loved looking at it, and like some like sculptures and stuff of ceramics. I never took ceramics. I took art, I think 3 or 4 times though. Yeah, so I had art in here with Miss Bennett, I think twice, and then that class on the 3rd floor with the teacher whose name eludes me once. Now, yeah, class. Smaller than it is, missing desks and tables. I'm sorry, the lot was too small. And then the ceramics room, which I I rarely went in because when we did theater, it was like blocked off, so the girls would change in the art room and the boys would change in the ceramics room. So like I had no reason to go in the. That thing was kind of weird there. Then this is the bathroom. This bathroom always smelled weird. I don't know why, but it always smelled weird. And then this was my attempt at making the uniform in the game. I don't use custom content, so this was as close as I could get. So that's what I would have looked like when I went to school here with the little side braid thing. Maybe a messy bun, maybe. My friend once got detention for wearing neon socks, so I never quite understood the sock policy. And then this is the makeup room. Should be way longer. It should be way longer. I don't, for some reason I remember this room just being very long. Yeah. And then this is the dance studio. There should be a mat on the floor. I'm realizing this now. I did not put it. And then the pictures at the top of all of the dancers. I had body awareness in here with Miss Nolfi. I forget what year it was. Junior year, maybe? And we had a lady come in and do yoga, and she shamed us for not being as flexible as her. Even though I've had 3 kids, I can do it. Ma'am, I've never done yoga before. I don't remember this woman's name. She was a guest teacher. Did not care for her. And then this is backstage. I had the stage set up for a very specific show we did it my junior year. It was called Murder to Death. Well, actually, it was called A Night of Murder and Mayhem, and there was Weatherwise that went first, and then Murdered to Death, which I was in. I actually got murdered to death. My current roommate actually did tech for the show, and she shot me. So rude. So rude. But yeah, there's should be way more seats in this theater. Oh my gosh. I never actually go inside the tech booth. There's a lot of rooms I don't go inside of. There's many, many offices that I made for this game, or for this build, that I never went inside of because I didn't know. And the couch! I didn't forget the blue couch. I don't know if that's still there. I don't know what happened to it, but I just remember just everybody just cuddling on this couch backstage all the time, taking naps on it, but always there was at least like 3 people on that couch, I swear. And now we're gonna go to the lobby. Oh yeah, and there's a men's bathroom right there. Don't know what it looked like inside. Never went inside of it. Did I? Maybe I went inside of it once. I don't remember. And then this right here. They had a plaque on the wall of all of the people that had won the Patricia Tolan Theater Scholarship. And I won it. And my name is on a plaque on a wall. And I can't even bring my future children there to prove that I did something because it's... But appropriately, I went and got a degree in theater from Sonoma State, and I now live in LA, and I do theater, so... Thank you for that, honestly. That meant a lot to me to win that award. Wow. It's weird because I never really saw a lot of shows here. I saw The Wave before I went to Mercy, and then I saw... They did like another Wave adaptation one a couple years ago. I went and saw that. Is that it? Are those the only shows that I've seen? I don't know. I was in them. I can't say. So, yeah. There you go. That is my memory of Mercy San Francisco to the best of my ability. A lot of the reference photos that my friend gave me helped me get the colors, because for some reason my memory said no to colors. So yeah, congratulations, class of 2020. You did it. And for those of you who are merging with Reardon, good luck. I hope that goes well. I genuinely do. Mercy will keep us ever. Stop, stop, stop.